I'm not Jewish, I'm not Muslim, I'm not Israeli or Palestinian. I'm an American, and from my perspective, here is how I see the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. How I see it, the way Zionists came into power in Israel is a parallel of how English colonists came into power in the United States of America. You have Christians and Jews coming to another part of the world to escape religious persecution. The British gave both Christian colonists and Jews charters to live on the land, but there's Native Americans and Palestinians already living on that land. At first they welcomed them in, but then things turned sour. The Native Americans didn't like how Christians were taking over their sacred lands. The Palestinians didn't like the UN Charter. They felt it violated self-determination. Christian settlers fought war after war against the Native Americans, both sides killing each other. Same for Israelis and Palestinians, until Native Americans were forced into reservations inside the United States. The same way Palestinians are forced to live in the Gaza Strip, they can't leave. And there's both power dynamics between white settlers in America, the Native Americans, and Israeli government and the Palestinians. Nowadays in the United States, a lot of people recognize that what we did to the Native Americans was wrong. Yes, they killed white settlers. Yes, we fought them. Yes, we did so many atrocities to each other. But we colonized them. We took away their lands. We killed most of their people. We displaced them and stuck them in tiny areas of our country. Native Americans would launch attacks that would wipe out entire villages of colonists, and we would retaliate in the same way Israel's retaliating against Palestinians. That's how I see this thing. It's a parallel to what has happened in the United States. And what really baffles me is how the people in power in my country is so aligned with Israel when Israelis suffer, but not with Palestine. It's like they didn't learn anything from our history. In the United States, we know how this ends. Native Americans are a group of people in our country with highest poverty, lowest graduation rates, worst quality of life. Of course, I don't want people to die. Of course, it's sad when people die. Of course, it's sad that there's this conflict going on, and that's been going on for so many decades. But you have to see that what happened to the Native Americans is going to happen to the Palestinians. They're going to be almost wiped out in the end, unless something changes.